Welcome back into the Tell Me Moments as we continue to look at Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. We can't seem to get out of Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. Why? Because it's the very beginning. It's talking about creation. This is one of the most profound, impressive, stunning, and the opening words of scripture are astounding. Look at what he says in Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. He says, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth." So the question that we'll deal with today is, who created the universe? God. This is clearly stated. As mentioned earlier, man is an inquisitive creature. We're always asking questions. He wants to know. Man wants to know. Therefore, he asks questions and searches and searches and searches and searches for answers. And when man looks at the world and he looks at himself, he wonders where he and the world comes from. What? Well, as I deal with university students, they always fascinate me because they seem to have all of the answers and yet do not know what the question is. So here's the question: what is the origin of man and of the world? What is the origin of man and of the world? I want you to note three significant points that are covered by this profound but simply stated phrase. He says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." First, the Hebrew name for God is Elohim. Second, God was there in the beginning. Yep, he was there in the beginning. And third, the fact that God was there in the beginning and he was there before the universe ever existed disproves, it refutes, and destroys many of the beliefs of men. So I want you to go back to me and look at this scripture carefully, okay? Because I want you to understand that. Let's get a brief, a brief overview, okay, of the Creator and His creation. The first truth that is seen in the creation account is a stunning truth, okay? That is, God is. God is. God actually exists, and the universe has come from Him. If we can't establish that simple, basic, foundational truth, then we're lost. God, Elohim, is the great creator of the universe. He is the supreme intelligence and the power behind all creation. God is the majestic person who created the universe. This is the whole point of the creation account, to stress that God is the sovereign Lord and the creator of the universe. The universe did not just happen. It didn't just happen by chance. It didn't happen by some random happening. It didn't happen by by some particle or force, okay? By some matter or some energy or some element or some electrical impulse or some atom or some proton or some neutron or some electron or some chemical or some gas or something else appearing out of nothing. That's not how this happened. As stated before, for something to appear out of nothing is against all of the laws of nature and science and logic. The Holy Scriptures declares a stunning truth. The universe was created by God, by the supreme intelligence and the power of all being, of all that is, has been, and will ever be.